Mankind has always had a fascination with monsters. While horror comes in many different forms, one subgenre has always had a spot in the canon: monster movies. Who doesn't love seeing the inventive ways that filmmakers bring terrifying creatures to life on the big screen? There's a primal fear that comes from seeing something not quite real on the screen, whether it's terrorizing a film's characters or working alongside them. The monsters on our list should be a good starting point for those who want to see the impossible come to life. We have summed up a list of the top 10 best movie monsters, worth mentioning. Number 10 on our list. Graboids. The graboid is a fictional invertebrate species that is the primary antagonist of the Tremors franchise. Graboids have a trio of long, powerful, serpent-like tentacles, which are prehensile and have a reach of at least 10 feet. Normally kept retracted in the graboid's throat, these tentacles were initially mistaken for the actual creatures, causing the characters in the first Tremors film to underestimate their underground opponents. The graboid's common name is derived from these prehensile tentacles, which grab prey and suck it down the graboid's hungry gullet. The three tongues each have a mouth, teeth and two pairs of horn-like projections on the upper jaw and lower jaw. Number 9. Gamera. Gamera is an intelligent fictional monster who possesses superhuman strength. The semicircular canal in his brain was developed to withstand his rotation, even in disc flight. His eyes and brain are unaffected by the rapid spinning. Gamera has been given various nicknames throughout the history of the franchise, including the Friend of All Children and the Guardian of the Universe. Gamera is depicted as a massive, fire-breathing, prehistoric monster resembling a turtle mutated by exposure to nuclear weapons. In the first film, Gamera took on a more benevolent role, becoming a protector of humanity, and especially of human children, from extraterrestrial races and other giant monsters. Number 8. Clover. Clover is the given name of an underwater life form that appears in Cloverfield and Cloverfield, Keishan. The creature was created by artist Neville Page and J.J. Abrams. In 2008, Cloverfield introduced us to a monster that most would originally be known as the Cloverfield Monster, and would later receive the name of Clover. With a reappearance in 2018's The Cloverfield Paradox, and a tangential connection to 2016's 10 Cloverfield Lane, Clover's legacy would grow into a cinematic universe bound by creatures not of this earth. Clover the Cloverfield Monster does not have any particular powers or special abilities, as the creature is a newborn and we haven't really seen this species in action for an extended enough period of time to discern any special powers. Most likely though, the Cloverfield beast in question does not have any powers, abilities that would allow it to achieve any spectacular feats. Number 7. Megalodon. Megalodon, meaning big tooth, is an extinct species of mackerel shark that lived approximately 23 to 3.6 million years ago, during the early Miocene to the Pliocene. It was formerly thought to be a member of the family Lamnidae and a close relative of the great white shark. Megalodon had the most powerful bite of any creature that ever lived, enough to crush the skull of a prehistoric whale as easily as a grape, and far outclassing the bite force generated by Tyrannosaurus rex. Megalodon had a diet befitting an apex predator, feasting on the prehistoric whales that swam the Earth's oceans during the Pliocene and Miocene epochs, but also chowing down on dolphins, squids, fish, and even giant turtles whose equally giant shells. Number 6. Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie, is a creature in Scottish folklore that is said to inhabit Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands. It is often described as large, long-necked, and with one or more humps protruding from the water. Popular interest and belief in the creature has varied since it was brought to worldwide attention in 1933. Evidence of its existence is anecdotal, with a number of disputed photographs and sonar readings. Number 5. Cthulhu. Cthulhu is a fictional god-like monstrosity invented by 20th-century horror writer H.P. Lovecraft. First appearing in Lovecraft's short story, The Call of Cthulhu, this creature is a cosmic being of terrifying power, described as being a manifestation of chaos and destruction. Cthulhu's appearance is that of a colossal humanoid entity possessing both anthropoidic and cephalopodic qualities. He, or rather it, has an upper body similar to a man, but possesses narrow, webbed wings upon its back and its arms and legs end with clawed digits. The most defining feature of Cthulhu is its head, which closely resembles an octopus. The head is mostly a large, bulbous, pulsating sac, and numerous writhing tentacles sprout from where one would expect a mouth to be. Cthulhu's height reaches hundreds of meters tall, but it is capable of altering its size and shape at will, being anywhere between the size of a man to the size of a continent and capable of spawning any number of limbs as it chooses. Number 4. The Kraken. Kraken is a massive cephalopod-like sea monster that appeared as the pet of Davy Jones in Disney's 2006 action film, Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest. Kraken is a gigantic beast with a squid-like mantle and a number of long, suckered tentacles at the base of its head. It also has a long, sharp tail similar to an ordinary squid and large round eyes. It had a large, maw-like mouth surrounded by sharp-toothed fangs below its large eyes, and a massive body at least twice as long as its tentacles. The overall length of the Kraken is similar to the length of 10 ships, which would be approximately 1,400 feet in total length. Its body closely resembles a massive, cuttlefish-like cephalopod. The Kraken, in Greek mythology, is a sea monster of tremendous size and strength. It was born from the titans Oceanus and Ceto, both entities of the sea. Its tentacles are large enough to be able to pull entire ships under the water and destroy cities with relative ease. The creature possessed endurance to match its strength. In addition to tentacles, it was armed with a gaping maw full of many sharp teeth. The creature's many tentacles afforded it great speed in swimming. Number 3. Odashi. Odashi is a quadrupedal creature standing 207 feet tall and weighing in at a staggering 2,690 tons. She possesses a heavy armor plating across her back and along the length of her long tail, with a pair of prominent bony ridges which projected from the end of her snout. More gangly in appearance than many other kaiju, Odashi was nevertheless a fearsome opponent in battle, with her long forelimbs ending in viciously sharp talons, and the tip of her semi-prehensile tail was able to split in three to form a spiked claw-like appendage with which to strike at her opponents. Odashi's lower jaw could be split in two, to give her an extra wide bite radius, and she was capable of spitting a highly corrosive blue liquid at her opponents which was powerful enough to melt through even toughened metals. As if all of this was not enough, her forelimbs also housed a set of expansive wings which she could use to fly to the very edge of the atmosphere, and was capable of carrying extremely heavy loads with her rear claws while doing so. Number 2. King Kong. King Kong is a fictional nightmarish gorilla monster, resembling an enormous ape. To put it in a simpler way, Kong is a gigantic prehistoric ape. While gorilla-like in appearance, he had a vaguely humanoid look, and, at times, walked upright in an anthropomorphic manner. Like most simians, Kong possesses semi-human intelligence and great physical strength. And the number 1 monster on our list. Godzilla. Godzilla is a fictional monster, or kaiju. Godzilla is an enormous, destructive, prehistoric sea monster awakened and empowered by nuclear radiation. Godzilla's signature weapon is its atomic heat beam, also known as atomic breath. Godzilla has a distinctive disyllabic roar. If it were to be produced in reality, it is done by rubbing a pine tar resin-coated glove along the string of a contrabass and then slowing down the playback. Hey guys, if you like the content, do share, and hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to tap the notification bell icon for updates.